Okay, so I just wanted to post a video on being back in the house again. I've been inside the house for 3 nights, and since we scored the 10, I'm able to come back inside, and I want to explain what exactly that means. Getting a 10 is like getting a C on a math test. It's not an A, it's passing, but it's still not ideal. And in order for me to be inside, I have to follow a lot of rules still, and involves maintaining where we're at. And then my doctor wants me to test every 3 months to see where we're at. And that's very frustrating because it's a very expensive test. So, but I need to see what levels, if we're able to do everything correctly. So my bedroom, no decorations on the walls because they will collect dust and potential spores. Nothing under my bed. I have to be able to sweep and mop my floor every single day. Baseboards, walls, windowsills, anything else is more like once a week, more thoroughly. And I have to have my sauna over there. I do that about 5 times a week. I really love that the bathroom is right there. That was the hardest thing being out in the tent. Fun fact, mold toxicity actually makes you have to go to the bathroom a lot more. So living in a tent away from a bathroom makes losing a lot of sleep going in and out of the house. So I really love there's a bathroom. I love the temperatures don't fluctuate so much as it does outside. I keep my window open so I can still have the fresh air and the noises that I'm used to in the tent. I used to have a California king bed in here, and we threw that away, and we threw the mattresses away. I don't even have a comforter, so I kind of have a small blanket that fits on my bed right now. Lots of things I have to rebuy, but priorities. So not only my bedroom is obviously the most important because I'm in here, but the rest of the house. So when people come in wearing shoes, they have to spray their shoes down and bring them inside. There's a cupboard for the shoes as well. We finally finished a toilet and a sink last week. That has been a project for the last year since there was mold on the bath where the bathtub was from the girls splashing and teenagers that can't use shower curtains. So it wasn't just in the kitchen, it was also in the bathroom. And so that's been a really long, expensive, time-consuming project. And I almost have a shower in there as well. It's almost done. So the rest of the house has decorations again, but it causes me a little bit of anxiety because that's just places where dust can fall onto. I'm having a little hard time with my words. My brain's struggling a little bit today. And each kid has their own bedroom once a week that they're supposed to clean and dust and the floors. And they each have like another room. It's called a clutter room. Make sure it's decluttered and dusted each week and the floors are done. But on a daily basis, this upstairs wood floor has to be swept and mopped. And then once a month, wash the walls and I'm tired thinking of it, everything. So the problem is kids don't like to clean. And so I have to really be on top of it. I don't think it's hard to do once a week to dust a room, and keep the floors, but they tend to cut corners, and that's really frustrating because I can't be inside if there's stuff in here. And so really trying to help them understand they're old enough to do this and they can understand they have plenty of time and plenty of opportunities and privileges that they can handle cleaning simple stuff. So trying to keep up with that. And so I have a robot vacuum that helps vacuum a lot of the days and then a mop. And so I've been inside sleeping for 3 days now. And I think I'm afraid, I'm not going to get emotional because I've been emotional week of some other things, but I've been inside for 3 nights. And I went into it when I first slept inside. I wasn't feeling the greatest. I've been trying to keep track of symptoms so I can make a connection to things. But I'm definitely not feeling great. And it's getting worse. And so it's hard not to get emotional because it's been 452 days living out in the tent, and to be inside finally and not seeing improvement, but not only not seeing improvement, to be feeling worse. And can I just mention a pet peeve here? I'm 41 years old, and I have people say, well, as you get older, your body starts hurting a little bit, your joints hurt, you get tired, and your mind forgets things, and you get sore muscles and stuff. And I am aware of that, and I know what a regular aging body is supposed to feel like. And I have to explain that the symptoms that come on aren't like that. It's like I've had running injuries where my knees hurt, I'm talking about this burning, aching, vibrating feeling in your joints and all of your muscles, down to your fingers and to your toes. And it's weird. And then the left side of my body goes really weak and numb and tingly. And when I sit for even a few minutes, my limbs start going numb very quickly. But the muscle pain, it's not like, a back injury where it's just kind of startles you. It's just this all-consuming pain that is hard to focus. And last night, I tried to sleep on my 3rd night, and it's encompassing. And I tried to take some medicine that was supposed to calm my body and my nerves and with pain, and it didn't work. And then I had to go to the bathroom 4 times, which is a sign of most likely being introduced to more mold than I'm used to by living outside. And so I didn't sleep very well. And then my brain, I have a hard time getting the words from my brain to my out. And the headaches have increased as well. So, and to tell you the truth, I don't know what to do. Test again, or try to fix me, or fix the house, or burn it to the ground. I'm kind of at a loss. My biggest fear of moving inside was getting too comfortable. And I'm already, well, this is nice. It's, there's a bathroom, and there's warmth, and there's the convenience of being the room next to my kids. And then thinking about going out to the tent again is a little daunting. And so I don't know where to go from here. I'm just tired of it. And the tent stays up. I'm actually going out there this afternoon to rest. During the day, I'm going to try to rest out there so I'm not inside as much. But it's how do I know if there's, how long can I keep mold out of the tent? You're living outside with rain and temperatures, and I try to check it all the time to make sure there's not a mold anywhere, and then I try to keep it clean as well. And there's a car that people have spores on, they go in this other car. It's it's kind of like this nightmare of invisible spores everywhere. And it's kind of like when my daughter had RSV years ago and she almost died. And it was about 2 years of, I just imagined RSV germs everywhere. And it was just, it consumes you and becomes obsessive. And eventually I said, move on from that. And I never know, like, there's never ending with this situation where I get it to a good level, but then it could change, and then it triggers me again, and so that's where I'm at. I'd like to think, after 450 days, that it's like this big happy ending that we were all waiting for this level to get to a 10, and then life was going to be perfect again, and I was going to get back to health and accomplish all the goals that I wanted, and it's always a work in progress, and I think that's how it's going to be forever, and just maintaining the best that I can. I really like to be able to do everything that I need to do and feel great, instead of pushing through. And my best hours are before noon, and that's when I'm at work until then. So I kind of get the best that I have, and then the rest of the day I gotta go rest for a couple hours, and then carpool and kids stuff, and just try to make it, do everything I can until I can get back to bed again. So it kind of gets to a point where, like, do I hope for better, or do I just be satisfied with what I have and do the best that I can? So not exactly hip hip hooray, but different. So I will keep you updated.